Okay. Welcome to the virtual college fair for all Alaska students. Thank you for joining us. A few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see you or hear you. This is just one of many sessions happening, so be sure to check out the full schedule at strivescan.com/Alaska. This presentation is being recorded and will be available within about a week at the same website. I'm going to now turn it over to our presenters. Thank you and have a wonderful time.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining us today. Over the next 45 minutes, we'll be reviewing the various
Tony, we lost your sound.
Okay, sorry about that. Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Over the next 45 minutes, we will be reviewing the unique opportunities that are available for you right here in your state of Alaska. You'll learn about academics, affordability, and the different campus opportunities.
I think we lost you again, Tony. Catherine, if we can just move to the next slide and introduce ourselves.
Sure can. Thank you, Tony. My name is Catherine Pasqua. I'm a UA Scholar Admissions Counselor at UAA.
My name is Caitlin Lipka. I am the Acting Associate Director of Admissions at UAF. I work with all of our students from Anchorage, Matsu, Kenai, our UA Scholars, and our UAF student athletes.
Hi everyone, my name is Brittany Weisner. I'm an admissions counselor here at the University of Alaska Southeast.
Hey everyone, my name is Danielle Carlson. I am the Rural Admissions Counselor here at UAS.
Are you able to hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, sorry about that. Hi, everyone. I'm Tony Riley, the Director of Admissions at Alaska Pacific University.
Janelle, we can't hear you. Janelle, we weren't able to hear your introduction. Can you hear us? We couldn't hear you.
I'll go ahead and introduce Janelle there. So Janelle Everett is the Director of Recruitment, and she is with Lasavic College.
So we just want to start off by just letting you guys know that you have lots of options here in the state of Alaska. And, selfishly, we really just hope that you look to your in-state options before looking at some of your out-of-state options. And so we recognize everyone here, all of our wonderful high school students across the state are our future leaders. We recognize that you guys are going to be making decisions for our state someday. You guys are going to be the ones that are going to be able to make solutions for Alaska's future as Alaska residents, as students who have gone to school here in the state of Alaska. And so we really do hope that you look at your in-state options to further your education. We hope that we can help build Alaska's future by educating the future leaders of Alaska. In between everyone here today, you're going to learn about this large variety of opportunities that you have here in the state of Alaska. So we're not here to say that, you know, you have to stay in state, but we want to, between the many universities that are here today, give you kind of options so that you can see what school could be the best fit for you. And we'll move to the next slide. Janelle, I think that there's something wrong with your audio. I see you talking, but we can't hear you. We wanted to use this slide just to kind of show you guys how big Alaska is and how many different opportunities you have here in the state of Alaska. So between different climates, different city sizes, different degree programs, we hope that between all of the universities here, you will be able to find something that is a good fit for you. And so I'll just start right down there at the very bottom of the state. You have UAS, we're your option. That's small and close knit. We're located on Linkit Ani. We are featuring an ideal maritime and temperate rainforest location with unique place-based programs like marine biology, environmental science, outdoor studies, new student housing, a vibrant student life, and we have our community campuses in Sitka and Ketchikan as well. And so we'll just kind of move our way up the map and move on to APU.
Hearing you.
Tony, I think
Okay.
that there's something wrong with your audio as well.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Perfect. Okay, sorry about that. So APU is located in Anchorage, Alaska. We're a small liberal arts college that emphasizes experiential and active. Right next door.
Catherine?
Hello, everyone. So UAA, the University of Alaska Anchorage, like as Tony said, we are right next door. So UAA is a mid-sized public community college engaged institution, which we are located in, of course, Anchorage, which is the largest city in Alaska. It is a place where academic excellence, research, and culture converge. And we have other campuses, community campuses as well throughout the state, which are located in Kenai, Kodiak, Mat-Su, and Prince William Sound.
And then University of Alaska Fairbanks, we are we are a small to mid-sized school, so we've got just a little bit over 5,300 students on our main campus. We're a very traditional college campus, so we have campus housing for all of our students, really active residence life, student clubs, student organizations, intramural sports, a lot of different recreation opportunities, and a real strong sense of community. We have students from all over Alaska and the lower 48 states, degree programs ranging from occupational endorsements all the way to bachelor's degrees and even undergraduate level degree programs. And then we have a lot of undergraduate research opportunities too. Community campuses around the state with campuses in Nome, Kotzebue, Dillingham, and Bethel.
Janelle, I think that you should try to call back in because we still can't hear you. I'm really sorry that you guys can't hear Janelle with Ilisagvik College today, but Ilisagvik is Alaska's only tribal college offering academic, vocational, and technical classes with small classroom sizes up in Utqiagvik. So they're there at the top of the map. And we kind of just wanted to point out that, you know, even just looking at this map, you can tell the different types of geographic locations we're all in, the weather and city sizes. So if you're more of a big city person, if you're more of an ocean person, if you're more of an Arctic person, you kind of have all of those options here in the state of Alaska. And so whatever it is that you're looking for, we hope that we can provide that here.
All right, moving on to academics. We're all going to touch on what all of our different schools offer. So at UAS, we offer small class sizes, which will make you really connected with your professors, and we have lots of field-based coursework. So research opportunities are really accessible, and you can definitely get plugged into those. A lot of our most popular programs take advantage of our place in Juneau. So that would be our marine biology program and our outdoor studies program, environmental science and biology, obviously taking advantage of our location next to the ocean in Ock Bay, and also our location in Tongass National Forest near the Mendenhall Glacier.
Right. So APU also offers a number of different degrees. So we have all different levels from associates to doctoral, and we offer both undergraduate as well as graduate certificates. We have a couple new programs that are coming up as well for both our spring semester and fall of 21. Some of the most popular programs are Alaska Rural Management, our Community Health Program, Alaska Native Governance, and Outdoor Studies. APU focuses again on experiential and hands-on learning. So we do offer internships, but we also just like to bring that learning into the classroom. So this is why an emphasis on small classes is really big for us. We want to make sure that you're really connecting with your professor, but that you're also gaining some familiarity in your field as well, so that it will assist.
I think that her audio is not working right now either. Can you all hear? Catherine, are you there? Sorry, everyone, for the technical difficulties. Caitlin, do you want to go?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and go. So at UAF, again, we have a lot of different degree programs available for students, whether you are looking for a program that is or even a year long and it's going to allow you to enter the workforce right away. We have those for you. We have associate's degree programs, and then all the way up through 4-year bachelor's degrees. We have a big emphasis on research at UAF. Each year we're awarded over $100 million in research funding, and that allows our undergraduate students to participate in research. Because of our small campus size, our undergraduate students, sometimes even freshmen and sophomore students, get to do really cool groundbreaking research with our faculty and graduate students. We do have a lot of, let's just say, uniquely Alaskan programs. Any of our engineering programs definitely have a northern focus. Same with biology, wildlife biology, fisheries and ocean sciences. Our education programs, we really are focusing on building Alaska's future teachers through our education programs. And then any of our programs, a lot of our programs also have an emphasis in climate studies and Arctic studies. And then some of our popular degree programs would be engineering, anything in the sciences, biological sciences, business, accounting, sport and recreation business, fire sciences. We have a wide variety of liberal arts degrees too.
Okay, are we in the Arctic again? Okay, my volume is there. I apologize, technology, here we go. Well, we are a tribal college and we offer academic, vocational, and technical classes. And a lot of our students take classes that will lead them over to Prudhoe Bay, which is where they want to be, working in the oil field. We have research opportunities here is specifically through our biology department. Our instructors work with University of Alaska Fairbanks. A lot of work is done with UAF, University of Michigan, University of New Zealand. So she's everywhere doing a lot of things. And a lot of the research is based on the Arctic. So we have a lot of students from here on the slope who work with her in her research projects. The uniquely Alaskan opportunities, most of them would lead, again, to the oil field, but we have a lot of business management students who want to get into the field of working for, oftentimes, their corporations. Our most popular programs are probably our allied health program, our business management program, and our construction trades program. Those were probably the three most popular programs that we offer here at Ilisagvik.
And I just want to add now that we're, I know that we're all having some kind of technical difficulties and you can't hear us all the way through. We're going to provide all of our contact information on the last slide. And so if you missed anything or if you want to follow up with any of the universities, our contact info will be on this. We're just going to go ahead and move right into the next slide.
Catherine, is your audio working now? Did you want to go for academics?
Catherine, we can't hear you.
Oh,
Can we push ahead to the next slide? Catherine, you should try to call in again. It seemed to work. So I'm not sure. Catherine is also the one pushing through our slides and maybe there's something going on her end. Catherine, if you can hear me, I think you got to sign in and sign out and sign back in. The next thing that we wanted to talk to you guys about is the obvious topic when you're looking at Alaska schools, which is affordability. I know that's probably a big reason why lots of you are looking to stay in state is because you get that really great affordable in-state tuition. And so through the University of Alaska campuses specifically, we kind of have one general scholarship application that you can fill out, and it serves as an application for all three of our universities. So even if you aren't sure, maybe you're applying to all the UA campuses as well as the others, that one application, which is, we can drop in the chat, it's through Academic Works. Maybe one of you guys can put that in there, www.academicworks.com. It doesn't take very long. And the application is open now. So if you're planning to go to school with us next year, you can access that. Specifically at UAS, we do have 2 scholarships I wanted to touch on, and we're going to allow everyone else to do the same. One is the Chancellor's Housing Award. So hopefully you guys know what a UA Scholar is and what an APS recipient is. If you are either of those things at UAS, we offer the Chancellor's Housing Award, which allows you to get 50% off your first year of housing and 25% off your second year. And then also wanted to talk about PETAs really briefly. If there are any Alaska Native students on the line and you're planning to be an educator and you want to come to UAS to do that, we offer the PETAs scholarship, which is huge. It saves you tuition fees, room board, helps with books and supplies, all of that. And I'll just go right over to UAF.
Oh, thanks, Danielle. And hopefully we're going to get our slides back here. Oh, there we go. So yeah, just like Danielle said, we have the one University of Alaska scholarship application. The deadline for that each year is February 15th. And so it's, for any of you students that are interested in any of the UA campuses, it's good to apply early in the fall. Submit your FAFSA information as soon as you can, and then make sure to get that scholarship application submitted by February 15th. A lot of scholarships do want to see your FAFSA information too. So definitely work with your counselors, work with the financial aid advisors at each campus to submit that FAFSA. At UAF specifically, we have our 4-year Nyanak Pledge Merit Scholarship. And so you're considered for that scholarship at the time you are admitted. And if you're awarded that scholarship, you are guaranteed it for 4 years. So it is for bachelor's degree programs, and we're really excited about it. It's, you know, we've been wanting a long time to be able to offer 4-year scholarships. So we're able to do that. And then I think Danielle touched on it a little bit too, but you know, for any of you Alaska students that are eligible for the Alaska Performance Scholarship, the UA Scholars Award, again, those are just additional scholarships that you can use to help fund your education at the University of Alaska. And system-wide, we do have very affordable tuition, some of the most affordable tuition rates in the nation when you're comparing us to other schools. So we definitely want to see you come and consider the University of Alaska, and let us know if you have any questions. And I think next we'll send it to Ilisavik College. Janelle, we lost your audio again. We can't hear you. It's a struggle. Does APU want to go while she tries to get her audio back?
Sure. I just want to make sure that you can hear me. Yes. Okay, perfect. So APU is a private institution, but it is very affordable. So we don't have in-state or out of
We lost you again. I think if we could all just turn off our videos, I don't know if that's going to help. Let's just give it a try and see if that helps anyone. Can you try again, Tony?
Tony, can you hear her? Okay.
We can hear you, Janelle, if you want to go.
I'm going. Okay, you know, they understand. Everybody listening to this understands because they've been doing schoolwork for several months from home. So let me talk a little bit about Ilisavik. And we are Alaska's only tribal college. We have a tuition waiver. If you're Alaska Native, Native American, or you live on the North Slope, your tuition is waived. If you're a North Slope teacher or a North Slope firefighter or EMT, your tuition is waived. So that eliminates $3,900 there. We have a variety of scholarships. We have, because we're a tribal college, the American Indian College Fund gives us nearly $250,000 a year for scholarships. All of those scholarships are not for Alaska Native, Native American students. Some of them are just for students who happen to be here. We also, well, the tuition waiver, in order to be eligible for the tuition waiver, you must apply for 2 other scholarships. That could be a regional scholarship. That could be the FAFSA. It just has to be 2 scholarships that you apply for. And we purposely try to discourage our students from taking out student loans because it's expensive when you add in the tax, not necessarily the cost of education here, but down the line with the cost of repaying that loan. So the colleges here in the state of Alaska, we are all affordable. We are all affordable, and we all have something unique that makes us so.
Did APU or UAA want to go?
Yes, this is APU, so I'm back. Sorry about that. So APU is a private institution, but don't let that drive you away. It is very affordable. So we offer very generous financial aid packages that lower the cost of attendance significantly. So in addition to any of the federal financial aid opportunities that might be available to you, we also offer merit-based scholarships that range from $1,500 to $7,000. We also offer a residency scholarship for any Alaska residents and high school graduates of Alaska, worth $2,000. We also have several need-based tuition grants that range from $7,000 to $12,000. One important thing to note about APU is this year we did go test blind. So we aren't just test optional, which is usually for admission. So we are test blind, which means you don't have to submit your SAT or ACT score for admission or financial aid consideration.
Catherine, I don't know if your audio is working now, but if you want to go.
I think we can agree that if Catherine can figure out her her audio, I think at the end we'll just give her some time because she might have missed the last couple of slides here. Sorry about that, Catherine. Are we able to push to the next slide here? Okay. I think that, you know, as Alaska residents, we understand that sometimes you feel isolated here. I think that's just a part of growing up in Alaska. I can definitely relate. And so we just kind of wanted to talk to you about your options. You know, you're not completely stuck here. And I think we were going to start with Ilisagovic. Janelle?
Okay, so, okay. Wow, folks. This is what we do in Alaska. We just keep moving forward. Currently we are working on some study of exchange programs. You guys can hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So we've just recently begun working with some exchange programs and from colleges in other parts of the country and actually other parts of the world. And they want to come here, I think, because we're at the top of the world, because we're the northernmost city, and that fascinates people. But we've had exchange programs with some students out of the University of Hawaii, and our students taking turns going there each summer as an exchange program. But we're hoping to broaden that in the next few years as we move toward getting our new campus and expanding.
All right, thanks, Janelle. And this is Caitlin from UAF. We also have a lot of study away opportunities. We have our study away office that is completely devoted to helping students figure out, you know, where they want to go and when they want to do it. We have a study away advisor who you can meet with her, and she'll help you figure out, you know, what your options are in terms of pursuing a study away program. We offer study abroad, international student exchange, and national student exchange programs at UAF. And we like to say, we want you to come to UAF, but then we want you to go away. We want you to go, you know, take a semester, even up to a whole year, and experience somewhere new, immerse yourself in a new culture, and then bring that back to our campus in Fairbanks. You can do a study away program or international student exchange, and both of those options would allow you to go live and study in another country. We've had students go all over the world. We've had students in Europe, Asia, Africa, Australia, New Zealand, Central America, South America. And you don't always necessarily have to speak the language of the country that you would like to go to. At least a sophomore to do one of these programs. Excuse me, sorry, lost my train of thought. And you can do it for up to 1 year. Typically, we'll see students do one of these programs for a semester or up to 1 year. We also participate in Semester at Sea. And if you're not familiar with that program, that is a really cool program where you go and live on a cruise ship for the semester and sail around the world. Sounds pretty good to me. And then we also do national student exchange. So maybe you want to go experience another school in the US for a semester or up to a full year. And that's what national student exchange does. We have these exchange agreements with other universities in the US. And so you can go as an exchange student within the United States. You don't have to leave the country. And the cool thing about international student exchange and national student exchange is you pay your same UAF tuition that semester. And another great thing is you can utilize any scholarships that you have. So if you have the UA Scholars Award or the Alaska Performance Scholarship or one of our school UAF centered scholarships, you can use those to help fund your exchange experiences. And so, yeah, like I said, if you're interested in any of that, reach out to myself or anyone in our admissions office, and we can get you connected with our Study Away office. And so I think next was going to be UAA.
I'm gonna try to hop in. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so I will quickly introduce myself to participants since this is being recorded. I am Cassie Kiefer. I am the Director of Admissions here at UAA. I am also running facilitator for this and other programs. So I'm gonna hop in really quick and answer this on our behalf and see if we can get Catherine back up and running in the meantime. At UAA, we also have extensive study abroad programs and the National Student Exchange Program as well. We offer programs for study abroad that go from a few weeks to a semester to a year. Our goal is to find a program that's right for you, and it doesn't have to be one program. Students can also take advantage of multiple programs. Like UAF, we do offer some programs that have foreign language requirements. In others, they are taught in English and you don't have to know the language. Obviously, the cost will depend on the program and the location, but you can usually use your financial aid for these study abroad opportunities, and there's additional scholarships available for them. With our National Student Exchange, again, it's a semester or a year paying either UAA tuition or resident tuition at some of the schools we exchange with. For over 160 colleges and universities, including within the United States, Guam, Puerto Rico, and the U.S. Virgin Islands.
Wonderful, thank you so much. This is APU. So APU has partnered with a number of institutions to offer exchange and study away programs for our students.
Hey, Tony, we lost you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful, thank you. So APU has partnered with a number of institutions to offer exchange and study away programs for students.
We lost you again, Tony.
This allows students in their sophomore or junior year to spend time at one of 6 universities from, of course, Alaska all the way to Maine to study their climates and study some different ecosystems there. We also have a partnership with Hawaii Pacific University. It allows students to spend 1 year enrolled there. They not only get to explore a new place with a very different climate, but they also get to use any of their scholarship and financial aid money to follow them for their time away as well. UAS?
All right, this is Brittany over at the University of Alaska Southeast, and just like UAA and UAF, we also offer the national and international student exchange programs for semester, year-long, or even summer programs. We also do the semester at sea, and I would just encourage all of you to really look into this. I was an Alaska student. I graduated from Palmer High School. I did not want to stay in state, but what drove me to stay in state was this amazing opportunity to get away. So I was a UAS student, and I studied abroad in Germany for a full year. I used my UA Scholars Award, my Alaska Performance Scholarship, and I did not know German when I went. So you can imagine how stressful grocery shopping was, but it was very worth it. And I loved the program and loved taking some new classes over there in Germany. So definitely consider these options. And even if studying away for a full semester isn't your thing, UAS has had a couple classes that just go abroad. So we had a marine biology class that did tropical ecology in Puerto Rico, and our Spanish class went to Mexico City, I think 2 years ago. So even if a whole semester isn't your thing, there are many options to still get away while staying in state.
All right, and I think we'll move on to the next slide. Thanks, everyone. The idea is that you can come to any of us, but you can still get the heck out. And we wanted to leave opportunity for you all to be able to ask questions, and if nothing else, be able to take down all of our contact information here. That was a lot of information to try to get through in a very short period of time. So, there was a lot more that we could have offered to say, but we recognize that you're deciding to spend 45 minutes with us, and we want you guys to get the most out of this that you possibly can. So if you want to ask any questions, feel free. This is your time. Thank you so much for putting up with that and all those technical difficulties. We appreciate you. And I know that you guys don't have no questions because there's so many things that we didn't get a chance to touch on. So you guys have to ask us something. We didn't hit everything. We're not that good at our jobs in 45 minutes.
I have a question, because this is something I can talk to my students about. The Study at Sea program, is that what part, that is a part of what program specifically?
It's a study away or study abroad program, and I don't know what company they're affiliated. I think their company is actually even called Semester at Sea. But typically you'll encounter these study away abroad programs, and they'll be through a company like American International. I can't remember what a number of them are called, but there's specific companies that set up study abroad programs for students. So they kind of do a lot of the work for the students. You pay a fee, and they get you set up with the university you're going to be going to, help you select classes, and sometimes they even help you facilitate like housing. Are you going to live in an apartment with other study abroad students? Are you going to live with a host family, or are you going to live in a college dorm? But with Semester at Sea, they're a company, and they offer their own study abroad product. I don't know if anyone else has experience with Semester at Sea and can add more to that.
So I am going to follow up on a question from Emma, who asked about some specific majors that we offer for someone wanting to do marine biology. So for that, it is in our Marine and Environmental Sciences program for our Bachelor's of Science. Our marine biology focuses on ecology of marine organisms and ecosystems. We also have some other concentrations in there, such as fisheries, earth and climate, ecology, and aquarium and husbandry.
There was another question about distance education for people who don't want to leave their communities. And I'm going to kind of paint a broad brush here and say, due to COVID, or prior to COVID, we offered many of our classes. When I say we, I mean all of us, all the universities present here. We offered a lot of our classes online. Well, with COVID, we've had to move all of our classes online. And so for someone who does not want to leave their community, you do not have to leave your community. I think all of the universities that you're hearing from today do offer distance education opportunities for everyone.
I also just wanted to add on the question about marine biology and just say that that's UAS's signature degree program. Our Anderson building, which is our marine science lab, is literally right on Auk Bay Harbor, so right on the shore of the ocean, within walking distance of extensive marine habitat. So it's something that we definitely pride ourselves in. It was ranked number 8 recently in the nation. So if you have any questions specifically about that, I just wanted to add that this is a great place to do marine biology. And then I also answered a question about scholarships for Alaska Native students who are interested in becoming a teacher. I did talk about that, but it was like really quick and to the point so that we can all have a chance to talk about affordability. but the program is PETA's, Preparing Indigenous Teachers and Administrators for Alaska Schools. And so that's something offered here at UAS for Alaska Native students who are interested in the education field, being teachers, administrators, etc.
So we also offer an Indigenous education program here at Ilisagvik. It literally, as I mentioned earlier, if you do an internship here, we literally put you in the classroom almost immediately. Our goal, again, as Daniel just said, is educating Alaska Native students to become teachers here in the state of Alaska.
And this is Caitlin from UAF. I put a link to our eCampus website in the question that was asked about, let me find it here, about distance opportunities. If you do not want to leave your community and you're interested in online classes or classes delivered through distance delivery, we do have a number of programs. Our online programs can be found at the website I included. You want to look for, and if you don't have the website, you want to look for UAF eCampus, and it shows you a list. When you go to that website, you can see all of our degrees that are offered 100% online. All of our School of Management degrees can be completed 100% online, our psychology degree, our justice degree. Each year we're adding more and more degree programs that can be offered online. And then our social work program is offered through distance delivery. So if you're interested in a Bachelor of Social Work, you can complete that program from anywhere in Alaska. And we're being flexible. We have a great online class office through our eCampus. And yeah, hopefully that gives you a little more information.
Piggyback really quick off of that for the distance options at UAS. We have some fully distance delivered bachelor's programs, including the elementary ed program, and we have our Bachelor of Business Administration as well. Those are totally online. They have been. And then we also have our fisheries tech program and a couple of bachelor's programs through our Ketchikan campus that are also delivered totally online. So the fisheries program is especially cool. They'll mail you an iPad, and you have the coursework right there on the iPad to complete and do on your own time. So those are just a couple of options at UAS.
And I guess I better add that because we offer a construction trades program, as well as our heavy equipment operations program, you will need to be here in Barrow to do those. Part of them are currently being done online, but we can't teach you to operate the equipment and the tools from a distance. So part of it is done online. And we have a few students here this semester. And the only reason they're here is because they're from off slope, or they're from outside of Barrow, and they're in.
APU also offers distance learning, of course, in the time that we are in. It's something that's offered, so we are starting to just offer it in general to give some more flexibility with schedules. Some of our programs do require you to be in person for labs and such, or some of our outdoor studies programs where they're definitely out in the field. So we do have students on campus as well, but you can see the programs that are offered through distance learning and online on our website at apu.edu.
And I think that we might have lost Catherine, even though it shows that Catherine's talking when Tony is right now. And so just while we have 1 minute left, I'll let you guys ask any questions and finish up, but I'm going to share my screen really quick with our contact info one more time in case you missed it.
Okay, I'm going to give everyone a chance to take a quick screenshot of that if they would like. I want to thank all of our presenters. I want to also thank all of our attendees, especially those of you who stuck with us through our technology. As one of the coordinators for this fair, I hope that all of you will keep attending. I don't anticipate this in future sessions. I am going to share my screen with my final slide. For all of you that will be leaving us, you will be getting a short survey that will come to you. You can still sign up for sessions. So if you want to check that schedule, it's drivescan.com/Alaska. And like I said, this recording will be available. As representative for UAA, and we didn't have much chance for us to give that information, I hope that you will watch the recording and we will follow up with any questions that we had in the chat. Thank you all so very much. And I will be ending the session.
Thank you.